Hey guys, Haley here, and a happy new year to everyone. But of course, since it's January and since I run an anime figure YouTube channel, that means I'm gonna be doing my 2022 anime figure pre-orders video. So I'm basically gonna go through month by month and talk about what I have pre-ordered. These aren't final, some of these I probably will cancel before they release. And I also want to do one other thing. I just saw on the Anime Figures Reddit today that there's this trend where everyone's sharing their top 9 most anticipated pre-orders. So as I go through, I'm going to flag the ones that will enter my top 9 collage, and then at the end, I'll have one that I can post on the Reddit. Alright, and without further ado, let's jump into January. So my January is absolutely stacked. I think it's because all of the figures that were delayed in 2021, if the manufacturer's not sure when they come out, they just set the date to January 2022. I'm gonna be in trouble if all of these actually come out in January, so fingers crossed a bunch of these get delayed, but this is by far my most expensive month. It's crazy. First up in January, I have 2 Type Moon Racing figures. I have the Tamamo and Nero 1/7 and the Jean and Astolfo 1/7. These are both ridiculously expensive. They both look ridiculously cool. Very excited to hopefully actually get them this year. And I'm gonna have to say that the Jean and Astolfo 1/7 is one of my top 9. Next up, we have the second binding bunny that I pre-ordered. This is the Shion quarter scale bunny. I think she looks so cute and adorable. I love her little bunny shoes. Can't wait to get her, especially given how much I loved Caroline Yuri, which was my first binding bunny. She also gets a spot in my top 9 most anticipated. Next up, and you're sensing why I'm in trouble here, I have 2 B-style bunny figures for January. So of course I have the Kaguya 1/4 bunny to go with my Chica, and then I also went and pre-ordered the Tiger bunny. I just think she is so cute. Her pose is so perfect and fitting. Next up, I have the Azure Lane Jean Bart 1/7 by Wings Inc. I think this figure is beautiful. I love all the glasses behind her. It was just too elegant not to pre-order. Next up, we actually have my very first E-Stream figure, and that is the Gojo 1/7. I was really torn as to whether to get the E-Stream or the fnex Gojo figure, and I put up a poll on my Instagram and everything. In the end, I just went with buying them both. Luckily, I've fully paid for this one, so financially, I'm feeling okay about them. Still in January, I have the DF series Rufia 1/7 figure pre-order. This is based off Saitom original art. I think she looks so cool. I love all the colors, and I think she just looks, you know? And the final scale in January is the 1/6 Asuka white plug suit version by Kotobukiya. I love the white plug suits from the 4th Eva movie, and I love Asuka, so I went for it. So for non-scales, I do have this little Muse-Buro Pilot version figure. It's adorable. It comes on a little spring. She's so cute. And for Nendroids, I have 2. I have the Shinobu Nendroid from Demon Slayer and the Mikey Nendroid from Tokyo Revengers. So an absolutely huge and ridiculous month. I cannot afford to buy all of those in one month, so I'm betting on both of the racing figures getting delayed and maybe even a couple of the scales, so fingers crossed. All right, moving on to February, which looks a lot more financially healthy. We have the Eruru made bunny version quarter scale B-style figure by Freeing. I love that Freeing are releasing more OC kind of characters, and this one is one of my favorites. I love her blonde to pink hair. Very excited for this one. Next, we have one Nendroid. It's the Ryuko Matoi souvenir jacket version. I'm so excited for this. I've been wanting a Ryuko Nendroid for a while, and this one is just perfect. Next up, we have the Azuki and Coconut Nekopara pop-up parade figures. I'm excited to get these to further my Nekopara pop-up parade collection. Yeah, these two look adorable. Okay, moving on to March. First up, we have the fnex Jujutsu Kaisen Gojo 1/7 figure. Like I said, I couldn't decide between the 2 Gojos. He definitely looks more sexy in this one, which is why I really just wanted to get it as well. This one's also paid off, so feeling fine. Next up, I have this Hanyu 1/7 figure from Higurashi. I did watch Higurashi in 2021. I loved it. And so when I saw this figure go up at pre-order, I thought, she's so cute. I have to get it. Next up, I have the Saber Alta Heroic Spirit Traveling Outfit version 1/7 figure. This one, oh my god, I love it. I just love her like running errands, but being a bad bitch energy. It's... Next up, I have the Nier Automata 9S figure by Flair. I'm on the fence about this. Might cancel it. I haven't received my 2B yet. I think when I open her up, maybe I'll go, oh, I'm gonna have to keep 9S because I want them both together. But at this stage, he's on the fence. Another figure that's on the fence for me is the Mari White Plug Suit version 1/6 figure by Kotobukiya. Given how significant Mari was in the 4th movie, I did think I needed some Mari representation in my figure collection. And I do like this one a lot. I don't know if this is the one, because I've seen some more interesting Mari prototypes pop up. So we'll see when we get a bit closer. And finally, in March, we have the A to Z D 1/7 complete figure by Mythios. So excited for this. I love the A to Z line, one of my favorites, so affordable as well. So I'm gonna have to put this one also in my top 9 most anticipated figures. All right, moving on to April. The first figure here is the Kaworu 1/7 Radio Ava scale figure. Love the Radio Ava line, one of my favorite figure lines to come out in 2021. So the current plan is I'm gonna pick up Shinji and Mari from version 2 because I like their outfits a little more, and then keep Kaworu, Rei, and Asuka from version 1. Although you'll see Asuka's a bit of an exemption to these rules. Next up in April, we have the Wings Inc. Soshu 1/7 figure. I love this cool tech wear samurai girl. I'm just such a sucker for this kind of tactical tech wear aesthetic, even more so when they mash it into like a historical samurai outfit. Anyway, design is sick. I hope this figure turns out amazing. Next up, we have 2 that I kind of on the fence about, might cancel both of these. First up is the V Singer Liu Tan Yi Crane and Ear version 1/7 figure. This figure is so beautiful and amazing, but I don't actually listen to her music, and I kind of impulse picked this one up because I thought it would look really nice next to the Xiaohua Miku, but I'm not really attached to it apart from how aesthetic I think it looks. So if I do have to cull, this one might be first. And the other one I'm on the fence about is the Yuko Ichihara figure from XXXholic. I think this figure is so unique and looks so cool, but sometimes when I see the details of it, I'm not that impressed. So it's got me a little worried. So we'll see if I end up getting that one. Also in April, I have another Asuka figure. This is the Ava 2020 Asuka 1/6 figure. I think out of all the Asuka figures I've pre-ordered, this is the one that is my least favorite, and I might cancel it, but I do have such a soft spot for Asuka, and I'd love to get heaps of Asuka figures and have a massive shrine. So I don't know, I do really like her pose in this one, but we'll see. Last scale figure in April, it is this Kabutsu Shoujo Pelicanus 1/7 figure from a manufacturer I've never heard of. So it's a risky figure, but I absolutely love this design so much. I'm actually gonna go put her in one of my top 9 most anticipated figures. Super fingers crossed that she turns out as good as it looks in the prototype, literally like praying to the figure gods. Luckily she wasn't that expensive, so very excited for this. Didn't realize I had a thing for like spider girls until now, but And to wrap up April, I have 2 Nendoroids pre-ordered. The first one is the Hoshi Marine Nendoroid. So cute, just so cute. I did have to order this from like an Australian store because the stock just went. And the other Nendoroid I have in April is the Poi Poi Molka Potato Nendoroid. I've watched a few episodes of this show on YouTube and it is so cute. And as someone who owned guinea pigs, oh, just bless them. So I'm very excited for this Nendoroid. I think it's gonna be so cute. Okay, let's move on to May. May is another very expensive month with a few figures that I probably cancel, to be honest. But let's start first up with the Ayanami Kishin Kasu version 1/7 figure from Azure Lane. This is basically like I'm buying this as an OC character because I don't play Azure Lane, but I love this design so much. I also think the manufacturer I'm not too familiar with, so I'm worried about that. Tied with the high price tag. This is a maybe cancel, but God, oh, she looks amazing. I love looking at it. I actually only pre-ordered this recently because I saw this Union Creative figure come out and I thought, oh, that reminds me of a design that I really liked and never pre-ordered. And then I went back and found this one and I was like, oh no, I do really want it. Then in May, I got the Rent-A-Girlfriend Sumi Bunny version quarter scale. I actually wasn't gonna get this, but my boyfriend's getting a little bit more into figure collecting and he says he's gonna pick up the Chizuru. So I was like, well, if you're getting the other one, then I may as well, because I did like Sumi more than Chizuru, so I picked up the Sumi, he's gonna pick up the Chizuru, we can display them together. Next up from FGO, we have the Tomoe Gozen Heroic Spirit Traveling Out for version 1/7 figure. This figure is beautiful. I love it so much. I'm definitely not gonna cancel it, I'm gonna get it. I love her. You know what? Let's put her in our top 9. She's locked in. Next up in May, probably one I'm gonna cancel, is the 1/7 Urashkagao by Max Factory. I already have the Aniplex Urashkagao and I don't feel like I need both of them. So I basically need to pick which one I like more and buy that one. So this one might be a buy and then sell. Then next up in May, I was a bit silly and I pre-ordered a Sword Art Online figure, but I did pre-order this Asuna Undyne version by Alta. I just thought she looked beautiful and I think the pose is beautiful and I had no doubts that Ulta would deliver on the quality. But May is a bit pricey and I'm not a huge Asuna fan, so I'm guessing I might have to cancel this one depending on how everything lands. I would love to get her, I think she looks beautiful. This next scale I'm not gonna cancel, and that is the Mythios Kakegarui Mary 1/7 figure. I'm so excited for her. I think she looks she looks awesome. I think it's such a creative figure how they put the like poker table behind her. And I know Mythios does great quality as well, so it's gonna be awesome. Next up in May, I have the My Sakurajima Bunny Girl 1/7 figure by Aniplex. So happy they re-released this. It was crazy prices and I think she looks very cute and beautiful. Oh, I can't believe we're still in May. But next up in May, I have the Dreamtech Uzaki-chan Suki Uzaki, which I think is Uzaki's mummy. Anyway, Uzaki's mum looks freaking great in this cow bikini. I did love the like cow girl trend of 2021. It definitely produced awesome art. We've also seen a fair share of cowgirl figures, so I really did want to get one, and I think Uzaki's mummy just stepped up to the plate here. Oh my god, and the last scale for May is this Asuka Revolve 1/7 figure. This is probably my favorite Asuka that I have pre-ordered, so I'm definitely not gonna cancel this one, but like May has so many figures in it that I think I'm gonna have to cancel like 1, 2, maybe even 3. And I have 2 more Nendoroids in May too. For Nendoroids, I have the Maki Nendoroid from Jujutsu Kaisen and the Hatsune Miku NT Nendoroid. I know this is just like a Miku with no other themes, but she just looks so cute. Alright, moving on to June. First up, we have the B-style Ryuko Matoi Bunny 2nd version quarter scale. Yes, I was so glad that they re-released this one with tights. Thank you, Freeing. I pretty much wrote off over getting the first version in the aftermarket, so I'm excited to get this one. Although I do like the original coloring more. But we're gonna ignore that and be happy that we did get this re-release. Next up, we have a figure from Onmyoji. So I don't play Onmyoji, so to me, this is an original character. But this is the Shiranui Fire Dance of the Butterflies 1/8 scale and I think it looks phenomenal. This is one that I would put in my lounge room to impress, you know, non-figure collectors with. And I think this figure is so affordable for what it is. It looks like Eastream-esque figures, but, you know, 2/3 of the price. Next up, we have one that I'm 80% sure I'm gonna cancel. It is the Otogi Frontier Pusu 1/7 complete figure. I just impulse pre-purchased this because I went, oh my god, it's a bunny girl on a rocket that's also a carrot. And I didn't look too closely at the figure, but I've gone back since and I've looked kind of closer at the details, looked as well as some other figures the manufacturers put out, and I just don't think that the quality of it is gonna be as nice as I want it to be. And that's gonna mean I ultimately don't really want to drop 19,000 yen on her. Last scale figure for June is the Hatsune Miku GT Project Racing Miku 2013 RD4 Sugo version, I don't know, really long title, but she is so cute. I love this Racing Miku design. It's based off Saitama art again, and I don't know what about it I love so much. This is definitely in my top 9 most anticipated figures. Yes. So I think we're at 6. Next little thing in June is the Ribos original deformed figure Tea Time Cats Lee Hao figure. This is a really cute small figure. I love that she comes with a tin and we can put secret treasures in the tin, or tea, I guess. And finally in June I have 2 Nendoroids. I have the Jujutsu Kaisen Toge Nendoroid, and from FGO I have the Yang Gui Gyufei. I don't know, she looks really aesthetic though. All right, moving on to July. This is the month of 02. Honestly, I guess I am somewhat of a 02 simp. I didn't even really realize that I am, but every time I see a 02 figure, I want it. Maybe it's just because everyone else likes her and it's a FOMO thing, but I'm not gonna question it too much. First up, we have the 02 For My Darling Wedding Dress 02 figure by Good Smile. This figure looks amazing. She looks just beautifully, like beautifully, she looks beautiful. I'm very excited for this figure. But also in my July, I stupidly pre-ordered the Aniplex uniform version 1/7 because that also got a re-release. But I'm thinking 2 02 figures in a month is kind of silly. I do really like the Aniplex one. I like the kind of vibes of it, but I might cancel it because I think like the wedding dress one is the one to get over that one. I don't know. Next up in July, I got the Apex Girls Frontline OTS 14 Dictator Dinner version. I love this figure. So OTS 14 is based off an Ask illustration, and I love this character design. And I originally almost got the other OTS 14 figure, but then this one came up for pre-order just around the same time, and I'm so glad that it did because I love the like dictator dinner sexy vibes of this one so much more. And I feel kind of crazy giving away all of the spots so early, but I would say that she would be one of my top 9 most anticipated figures. I love it. Next up, also in July, I have the Lena 1/7 complete figure from 86. I did really enjoy the 86 anime, and I love Lena's design and her uniform design. So she is by Stronger, and I know Stronger knocks it out of the park on quality. They make like, what, 4 figures a year now, but yeah, I'm really excited for her. Next up in July, I did get the Milim Bunny Girl style 1/7 figure from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I know this figure is just like a bunny suit money grab figure, but I still think she looks so cute and I couldn't help myself. Last figure in July is this Tagaki Makoto 1/7 complete figure. I'm not actually sure if she's from something, but it's so cute. The faceplates on this figure are so adorable, and the maid outfit, cherry on top of the cake, on the pie, on the ice cream. All right, moving on to August. First up, I have this Creators Collection Mauve 1/6 figure from Rocket Boy. This is one of the cutest native figures I've seen recently. I love this mint chocolate cat. Super excited for this one. I have this really soft spot for like native figures that are also extremely cute. match made in heaven. Next up, I have this hollow 1/7 figure from Spice and Wolf. I think she looks amazing. I already have the Revolve hollow, and I was like, oh, I don't need this. But then I saw it. I saw her face, and I was like, oh, that looks spot on. And then I saw the whole thing colored, and it looked even better. And so here I am, and I've pre-ordered it. The last scale I have in August is the Ai Hayasaka 1/7 figure. I'm very excited that they're finally making a scale figure for her. I think she deserves one. And I think it looks really cute. I love the little bag details especially. Last up in August, I do have the Roxy Nendoroid from Mushoku Tensei. I'm surprised it's taken this long to get a Roxy Nendoroid and that they made the redhead first. Alright, moving on to September, I only have one thing pre-ordered, and it is the Skytube Elf illustration by Kekemotsu 1/6 figure. I've been really tempted to buy a bunch of the Vertex Elves Villages series. Like, I do like elf figures, and this is the one that made me pull the trigger first. I think she's so cute and adorable. Yeah, and I'm glad to finally have a little elf. Okay, moving on to October. So first up we have, I think it's the most expensive figure I have pre-ordered. It is the Shiro and Suichi 1/7 figure by Fat Company. I think this is a risky figure to pre-order because if they don't deliver on the details of the prototype, it's no way worth that price. But if it does deliver, like, man, this figure is gonna look so phenomenal. Like, No Game No Life figures have that amazing rainbow color scheme, and then when I saw this one, I feel like, oh my god, that really embodies all of these other figures I want. So instead of getting the other ones, I'll just pre-order this one. So hopefully it pays off. I'm very excited. Next up, we have probably another overpriced figure, to be honest. It is the Wing Falslander Samurai 1/7 figure. This is based off of art by Neko, and again, it's that kind of tactical tech wear mixed with historical samurai, and I have a soft spot for that. I'm a big psycho for that, so I did pre-order this one. Super excited. So one of the trends I've noticed in my figure buying habits is I'm naturally buying less Fate figures. I still really like Fate, but I'm not as obsessed and into it as I was maybe a year or two ago. So I find myself being a little more selective with the Fate figures that I buy. But I just couldn't say no to these two. The first one is the Castoria 2nd Ascension 1/7 figure by Aniplex. Oh my god, I love the Castoria. I love her 2nd Ascension outfit so much, and I just knew, like, if any company made a figure of her, I'd buy it. So I'm so glad they are, and they did, and I did pre-order it. And the other Fate figure for October is the Saber Lily Festival Portrait 1/7 figure. I mean, look at her. She looks so cute, so happy. It's such a happy figure. It's like the balloons, it's so colorful. I just couldn't say no either. Next up, we have the second Milim I was talking about. This is the 1/7 Milim by Ulta. I think this is the safer Milim to go for because she's wearing the outfit she does in the show, and Ulta will deliver on quality. So I don't know if I'm gonna end up getting both Milims or just this one, maybe even just that one. All right, moving on to November, we have one figure. It is another Fate figure. It is the Shuten Doujeeze Festival Portrait 1/7 complete figure. Oh my god, I love Shuten Doujeeze, first of all, and this like skin or like CE outfit, whatever outfit of Shuten Doujeeze is probably my favorite of hers. And so similar to the Castoria, I was pretty much in the boat of if any figure company makes a figure of her in this outfit, I will buy it. And they did, and I'm buying it. So this Shuten Doujeeze also goes into my top 9 most anticipated figures. So I think I'm at 8 now, which is perfect because I'm moving into December and I have one figure pre-ordered and she is gonna go in my top 9. And that is the Azure Lane Formidable 1/7 figure by Ulta. This behemoth of a lady is very expensive. It's Ulta, and with all that hair, it's very expensive. And as a non-Azure Lane player, like, it feels kind of stupid to buy an Azure Lane character that I don't even know, but she just looks stunning. I love the kind of maid and Lolita-esque aesthetic of the outfit. Obviously, I love the hair, and I think of the runways on the back are really cool as well. So she does go into my top 9 most anticipated figures. I think that fills my top 9. But yeah, those are all the figures that I have on pre-order so far. I feel like a theme of this video is a lot of the figures I was actually very unsure on, and I'm still saying, oh, maybe I should cancel it. Probably means I've been a little too trigger happy purchasing some of these, and hopefully I don't get banned from sites for canceling too much. But we will see how the year pans out. It looks like 2022 is going to be a fantastic year for figures if they all come out. I mean, I have a strong suspicion that like most of these are just gonna get delayed to 2023. So it'll be cool to see how many of my top 9 most anticipated figures I actually get this year. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your most anticipated pre-ordered figure is for the next year. I'm very excited to know. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye!